It's that time again, the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and every single year I put together an edit of my favorite pieces. Now, I have actually gone through the entire sale, and all of my favorite finds are going to be linked in the blog post, which I have down in the description box. But I wanted to narrow it down to the kind of 5 things that I think are really worth adding to basket. And I have to say, this year, I feel like there were lots of items that I loved the look of, but then when I looked at the composition, I wasn't quite as excited and I felt like you could maybe get better quality elsewhere. So I've really taken that into consideration when I've been compiling this list. For those who don't know what the Nordstrom sale is, basically what you're buying is new season stock at a discounted price before the season begins, which I find is a great opportunity to save some money on your seasonal wardrobe budget. Early access has already begun, and then public access will open on the 17th of July. So if you like any of these items but you don't have access yet, just bookmark them. I do find things come in and out of stock as the sale progresses, so I always find it's worth just checking back on your wish listed pieces if there's something you really have your heart set on. So let's dive in with the very first item I wanted to share, which I think is definitely worth it. And this is a pair of pleat front straight leg fluid drapey trousers. These are really on trend at the moment. They're leaning in on the current fashion zeitgeist, but they're also extremely timeless and very fashionable. You can wear them so many different ways: on the weekend, for the office, on evening out, and for me, that kind of makes an item like this a real keeper. The thing that set this pair apart from all the others is that it doesn't have any synthetic in it. So it's comprised of viscose and lyocell. So it's going to have this really nice lightweight drapey quality to it, almost silk-like in effect, and have really beautiful movement when you're walking around. It also means the trouser is going to hang really nicely as well. During the sale, you can snap these up for $65 US, and then they're going to go up to $98 US when the sale ends. I think that's a really good price, especially for a pair of pants that you'll be able to wear on repeat and in a multitude of different ways. I feel like this is a really good must-have and great for layering heat tech underneath as well if you live in a particularly cold climate. I did want to throw in a bonus pair. These ones are from the brand Waif, and these are in a grey and white pinstripe, so a super timeless print. However, these ones are a poly and rayon blend, so if you're wanting to avoid those synthetic fibres, then I would opt for the Madewell pair, which I think is really good value for money. Not gonna lie, the one thing I thought that was really lacking from the sale this year was the cashmere knitwear. Last year, I think we saw a lot of kind of cashmere and wool blends, which is beautiful and a really nice way to add in that luxurious feel. This time around, I saw really high price tags for synthetic knitwear, and to me that's just a no-go. I did manage to find a handful that kind of checked all the boxes, and I did link some that I like the style of, but I think ultimately you're probably better off going somewhere like Quince, Nardum or Everlane to get your cashmere or just your beautiful knits for the autumn-winter season ahead if you're living in the Northern Hemisphere. I will link some of my favorites in the description box as well. The one that I came across that I thought was really beautiful is actually one of the Nordstrom signature cashmere sweaters. This one is currently retailing for $100 US, and the price will go up to $149 US after the sale ends. And I really like the classic design. It's a funnel neck, so you're going to have that little bit of extra coverage around your neck, especially when it's cold. Great if you don't want to take a scarf with you. And it has the ribbed texture, so a great way to add in visual dimension, especially when you're wearing a tonal look. And it also has this lovely little, very subtle split cuff detail, which I quite like because it kind of gives you a little bit of extra coverage on the hand as well, kind of make you feel like you're enveloped in a soft fuzzy cloud of cashmere. Also, the other thing to note is that this is not an oversized piece. It is more of a relaxed fit, something that is more traditionally cut, and so it's going to appeal to so many more people. I think it's going to work for you regardless of whether you are petite or tall or just middle of the road in terms of your height. So that is another one of my picks, and it comes in 2 really lovely colors. I personally really adore ivory, but it comes in a beautiful soft periwinkle blue as well. All Saints is one of those brands that I think does outerwear really well. Over the years, I've mentioned the Balfin leather jacket, and unfortunately that wasn't included in the sale this time around. At least I didn't see it. I didn't really love the other styles that they had. The one piece that really stood out to me was this blazer. It's a herringbone double-breasted blazer. It's marked as being oversized, but I think it's in less of that Frankie Sharp kind of tibby way and more so in that reserved, constrained way that I think more people can pull off, especially if you are more petite. I really like the grey herringbone colour, gives you that texture. It's really easy to pair with lots of other neutrals and even brights in your wardrobe, and I think that this is a really good kind of solid piece for building the foundation of your seasonal wardrobe or even your seasonal capsule wardrobe. During the sale, you can get this one for $300 US. It'll go up to $465 once the sale ends. I think that you get some really good features here. One, it is lined, which when you're paying that much, I would expect it, unless it is a double-faced wool. And then also, I really liked that the fabric composition was a cotton rayon blend. So again, it's going to be really nice and comfortable to wear, and it's not going to be necessarily too heavy. A really good one to start you off at the beginning of autumn and carry you through winter when you layer up some sweaters and things underneath, which to me is one of the things that I really like about blazers that have a bit more of an eased out fit. Next item I wanted to mention is one that I have in my wardrobe, but it's been recut. They're from Sam Edelman and they're now called the Viv Dorset Pumps, and they're just a really beautiful shoe. Gorgeous for the office, but then they also work really well for the evening too, as they don't feel too corporate or too much like office attire. So I've worn mine loads for drinks out with my girlfriends, but equally I've also worn them for work as well. They're really comfortable too. They've got a 2 3/4 inch heel, which makes them very, very walkable, and that's one of the things I like about them. The leather is also really nice and soft too, and they come in loads of different colors as well, including suede fabrication. And I can say, because I got these in the black and the suede, that there really is no comfort difference between the two. They are both equally as comfortable as the other. These ones are currently retailing for $85 US as part of the sale, and they will jump up to $140 once the sale ends. So a really good opportunity to add a classic pump to your wardrobe, especially if there's a gap in your wardrobe or maybe you need to get a replacement. They also have some great cushioning in the sole as well. A little bit of a cheat, but I also just wanted to mention these Mark Fisher knee-high boots, which are currently retailing for $160 as part of the sale. I think these are so elegant, and again, another shoe that you can wear both to the office with maybe a midi length skirt, so you get that extra coverage on your legs, but you could also wear it with jeans or even like a mini skirt if you wanted to go out on the weekend with some black tights. Just gorgeous, and I know Mark Fisher boots are really comfortable and also really well made because I've had a few pairs over the years. I really adore this next top. It's from a brand called Kazlon, and it's 100% cotton, long sleeve, and also has the pin tuck detailing around the collar as well. I just think that this is so pretty, and actually one that you could buy now, wear now, and then also wear through into the autumn months, and then extend its life into winter as well if you want to layer it up with maybe a little mock neck underneath. Comes in a few different colors, but personally I'm drawn to the white. I just think it is so fresh, so vibrant, and that clipped dot effect all over the top really adds this nice little element of texture, which we know I love. I'm such a tactile person by nature, so I'm really drawn to things like this. And this to me is a really good example of what I would consider an elevated basic, or one of those tops that is really easy to throw on and wear, but that feels a little bit more special. And the price on it is really good too. I know I've already said my 5, but I do want to end with a little bonus item, which I'm just going to touch on briefly. Longchamp. They always include bags in the sale every single year. Their bags are timeless, classic, can be worn for years and years. They are so durable, being made from nylon, then with the leather trim, and I think that this is a really good opportunity to get some classic colors for a steal, namely the extra small Le Pliage Neo Nylon top handle bag. This can be worn crossbody. To me, a really good size if you were looking for something to travel with that is going to be really durable, fuss-free, that you can just throw in your suitcase and not really have to worry about, or even in a larger tote, and you can pull it out with all your essentials, your passport, wallet, phone, etc. I think there's a real reason why Longchamp bags are a favorite. I have a couple myself and I absolutely adore them, so had to end on that one. Anyway, those are kind of my top 5, or really top 6, 7, 8 favorites from the sale. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I want to know what you are planning to buy this year. Please tell me down in the comment section below. Don't forget to go and check out my blog post if you want to see my other picks from this year's Nordstrom anniversary sale, and I will see you very soon with a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.